In the previous classes, we have studied our second unit, which includes the spatial data modeling. Okay, as you all know, in spatial data modeling, we have raster and vector, two types of contents, in which we have already completed the vector data concept and the complete topology creation in vector data. ठीक है काजल, you please collect the notes from others, and if you have any query you can ask me after the class. ठीक है, so I am now directly reaching to our second part of the spatial data modeling, that is raster data modeling. So you all know what is raster? Yes, Rishabh, can you tell me what is raster data?
Raster data ma'am is a raster data have a grid format data.
Okay, so raster data in brief, if you say, so it is in the form of pixels, and whenever we go for any storage or saving of data sets, in case of raster data set, we do it in the form of rows and columns. ठीक है, so raster data is the second type of the spatial data model. So let's go through the raster data concept. We have already studied the basics of raster data, how it's look like, and how different entities like point, line, polygon they look like in the previous lectures. So directly we are moving towards the raster data structure. If you see here, okay, there we have tried to show different land use features or different areas which are covered by different entities, like you can see here different crops. एक second. Yes, you can see here different crops, which includes the corn, fruits, wheat, and different other fruits also. Okay, so all the things, if you see the distribution of corns, we have tried to save all these data in different codings. I have shown you the storage of these spatial and non-spatial data sets, where we use codings for storing of these data sets. So if you see the corn, this is being stored by different pixels, which are stored as a number 1. Okay, second one is the fruits. If you see the coding of fruit, that is 4, and little bit at the bottom also you can find the fruits. Okay, so we have given a coding of 4. So all the pixel which falls under the fruit category, we have encoded them as a 4. For clover, we have stored 3 number. Okay, for wheat, we have stored 2 number, and 5 for the data which is missing or which we don't know the class. Okay, so that is falls under the other category. Okay, so this is how we store the different pixels in terms of their codings based on the different entities. Clear hai? In case of raster data structure, so area is covered by a grid which is being shown in this figure. ठीक है, and these grids or these pixels, they are having a equal number of size. This thing you have to remember if you go through the spatial data resolutions. So every pixel has a spatial resolution, so based on that, each and every area or is divided into equal sized pixels or cells. Now these cells are often called as pixels. If you call them in terms of normal language, this is also known as pixel, which is the smallest entity to capture any picture. Pixel क्या है? This is the smallest unit to store a data set. Okay, that is your pixel. So raster data is often called as image data. ठीक है. So vector data is called as a data in which we stores the information in terms of xy location, but in case of raster data we store the different data set in terms of their pixel values, which is also called as image data. So there should not be any confusion. If I am calling what is image data, then you need to explain raster data. Raster data is also known as image data. Okay. Then attributes are recorded by assigning each cell a single value based on a majority of features or the attributes in the cell, such as land use types. So here in this figure, what we have tried to show, the maximum area is covered by these 5 features, and we have given them a value which falls or which should fall under a different coding systems. Okay. And that also I have told you ki if you go through the radiometric resolutions, every data has a bit capacity ki kitne bit ka data hai. Okay. So based on that, the reflectance values varies in that particular class. For example, we have a 8-bit data, means the values, they must fall under the reflectance values, or the values in which this image is being stored, they should fall under 0 to 255. Okay. So they in total there will be 256 possible values if the data is having 8-bit resolution. Getting it? Now we have the raster data structure. Okay. Now these cells, they can be stored in different shapes. Okay. One is the normal square grid. Okay. The second one is the grid which is interconnected by the neighboring 4 grids, which you can see here in the second image, right? Then the third type of data set, where the main pixel is connected by 8 pixels. Okay. Here you can see the blue pixel, this is the main pixel, and this is connected by 8 neighboring pixels. Okay. Then triangular network, which we have studied in the previous classes also. Here you can see this particular point, this is being covered by irregular network of the triangles. Here you can see this is this much big, this is this small, this is little bit bigger than this. So this is irregular networking of triangles. Okay. So this is one more structure in which the raster data structure can be formed. Here hai. Now raster data structures. If you see the raster data structures, so to increase the efficiency of the data processing performance and to reduce the demand of data storage, 2 major issues involved related to raster data structure. One is the compression method, ki how to store the data in efficient manner, so that the lowest space can be observed. First thing is compression methods, and the second thing is scan order. So in 2 ways we can store the data set. One is based on the compression methods, and the second one is on the scan data order. Means now whatever you have seen this data set. Okay. Now if you are storing in this much pixels, so 256 spaces you need to have to store these pixels. Or if you are storing it every pixel wise, so every pixel have a row and column value. So that means if you see, then 256 into 2, whatever the space, that much space you need to require. So that's why we need a compression techniques, so that we can easily store the data sets. ठीक है. अब इसको compress करके, if we have some techniques, so we can reduce the 256 or maybe 256 into 2 into maybe only 10 or 20 lines, which we will be seeing in the next slide. Okay, or what we can see, this is scan line 1, okay, which falls from row number this to this and column number this to this. Matlab, in three values we have tried to store the line, this line 1, okay, then line 2. So in scan line order also we can compress the data set and store these raster data structure. अब हम इसको we'll see in the next slides that what we are trying to say. So when we are talking about these compression techniques, okay, or compression methods for storing raster data structure, first type or first coding is called as run length coding. Okay, now for example, the area which is shown in gray color, okay, this is my agriculture area. Now I need to tell that how this area can be stored in terms of run length coding. Okay, so here it is falling in 9, 10, 11. ठीक है, 9, 10, 11 ये क्या है, कॉलम है या लाइंस है? Who will tell me? 9, 10, 11
कॉलम में
हाँ, ये
Column.
लाइंस हैं, ये लाइंस हैं. जो वर्टिकल्स हैं ये कॉलम्स हैं, ये 1, 2, 3, 4. बट अगर हम 9, 10 ये इसकी बात कर रहे हैं, ये क्या है, तुम्हारे लाइंस हैं, क्योंकि ये इस तरह से बढ़ रहे हैं. ठीक है, बट जो इस तरह से बढ़ रहे हैं ये कॉलम्स को डिनोट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ये 1 पूरा का पूरा कॉलम है ऐसे, क्योंकि ये वर्टिकल आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो जो भी वर्टिकल लाइंस हैं वो तुम्हारे कॉलम्स हैं, जो स्लैंटिंग लाइंस हैं वो तुम्हारी रोज हैं. ठीक है, तो इफ यू सी द रन लेंथ कोडिंग वी store them in the form of rows. Now if you see in this coding in line number 9, row number 9, only this and only this is covered by maybe agriculture. We suppose this gray area is agriculture. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 pixels are there of agriculture. Rest are of non-agriculture area. So when we are talking about the run length code, ठीक है, तो हमको क्या करना है इसमें कि ये जो ये इसका एक्सटेंड है, ठीक है, जहाँ पे ये एग्रीकल्चर फॉल कर रहा है, that only we need to concentrate, rest we need to leave. Clear? Am I clear? So in row number 9, the extent of this agriculture area is in second and third pixel. So that's why we have mentioned second to third, then colon 6 to 6, only 6. So that means 6 to 6 and then 8, 9 and 10. So third one is colon 8 to 10. Clear मेरी बात? Then if you see in row number 10, okay, from 1 to 10 continuously all the pixels they are falling in row number 10, and then in row number 11 also 1 to 9 continuously they are falling in row number 11. If you see in row number 12, it starts from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 2 to 8, 3 to 8, and then 9, 10 is blank, so we have to leave it, and then 11 to 16. Okay, and then in row number 12, it is starting from 5 to 16 complete. Okay, in row number 14 or 15, whatever it is, in that again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are blank, so we don't have to consider it. Then we'll start from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So in row number 13 or 15, whatever it is, from 8 to 14, this is having the extent of agriculture. So this is how you need to, store your data in terms of run length coding. Clear hai? If you will not speak, then I will think you are not clear. Please speak.
No, ma'am, clear, ma'am, clear.
Okay. So now the second coding. इसकी coding clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are moving towards the quad tree structure. Okay, or quad tree coding. So here the structure is falls based on the tree structure. Okay, one major thing is, connected with the offshoots. So successive and hierarchical divisions of an area into 2 raised to power n into 2 raised to power n array. Okay, we take quadrants first. Quadrant means when you are talking about 8 means 2 raised to power 8, so that means we have 4 by 4 data or 2 by 2 data. ठीक है, तो वन क्वाड्रेंट मीन्स 2 by 2. यहाँ पे देखो, ये है तुम्हारे पास 2 by 2 का एक क्वाड्रेंट, मीन्स 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So you have to count it from here. This is the center part. In north direction there should be 2 rows. In east also 2 rows. South also 2 rows, and west also 2 rows. So you have to follow this 2 by 2 quadrant in all the sides. Clear? So here you can see a 2 by 2 quadrant, okay, which has 4 major blocks, A, B, C or D, or you can say 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clear? So this is a complete map which includes 2 raised to power 2. ठीक है, ये जो ये फर्स्ट है तुम्हारा, ये हमारा मतलब कि पूरा फील्ड है. तो हमने क्या किया, ये पूरा मैप को शो कर रहा है जिसमें कि ये तुम्हारे 16 पिक्सल्स हैं. क्लियर? एंड देन वी हैव ट्राई टू ब्रेक इनटू 4 डिफरेंट पार्ट्स. ठीक है. नाउ दिस सर्कल which is blank, it means कि it has a scope to distribute. Okay, that's why we have break into the 4 different quadrants. Each quadrant is having 4 pixel values. Okay, so if you see all the 3 values or 4 values are same in case of this one. Okay, second quadrant of yours, and in case of third also it is fully filled. Okay, because all the values they are having one number, and in case of fourth it is also having some values which are having different values. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे तुम्हारे पास 1 और 3 ये फिल्ड है. ठीक है, इसलिए हमने इसको स्क्वायर लिया है. बट वाई फिल्ड एंड नॉन फिल्ड? टू डिनोट देम दैट दे आर हैविंग डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज. ठीक है ना. जो 1 है ये वाला तुम्हारा, ये तुम्हारा क्या है, 0 वैल्यू से फिल्ड है, एंड जो ये 3 वाला है ये तुम्हारा 1 वैल्यू से फिल्ड है. रेस्ट इन बोथ ऑफ देम वी हैव डिफरेंट वैल्यूज. सो इसलिए हमने इसको एक सर्कल लिया है जो कि दिखाता है कि इसमें और कैपेसिटी है ऑफ स्टोरेज. ठीक है, तो 1 तुम्हारा दिखा रहा है ये वाला. ठीक है, तो ये सारे ब्लैंक हैं, और 0 मीन्स नो वैल्यू. तो ये जो ब्लैक वाली है ये नो वैल्यू है, एंड जो ये तुम्हारी है ये तुम्हारा फिल्ड वाला वैल्यूज है. तो नो वैल्यू को हमने ब्लैक दिखाया, एंड ठीक है, तो इसलिए ये सारे ब्लैक हैं ये वाले. इसकी वैल्यू क्या है, 0 है, और ये इसकी वैल्यू डिफरेंट है जो कि आगे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं की जा सकती. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव टेकन इट एज अ स्क्वायर with white color because it has some value. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी हमने जब इतने तक ही वो हो सकता है स्टोर. सो नाउ दिस इज कनेक्टेड विद द स्टार्टिंग ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, तो इसलिए हमने इसको क्या बोला है, एक क्वाड्री स्ट्रक्चर बोला है, जिसमें कि मेन ट्री इज being connected with the last object of the distribution. ठीक है ना, ये 0 और 1 ये लास्ट ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं तुम्हारे इस क्वाड्री के. इसके आगे तो इस पिक्सल को डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, ये सबसे छोटी यूनिट है जो कि पिक्सल है. सो टिल हियर it is connected with the started points. ठीक है, तो that's why this is called as a quadry coding. क्लियर है ये?
Yes, ma'am.
आगे चलें.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have, after this, quadry structure and two structure I have taught you in this, and few books you will find three structures. One is one more structure, that is you know pixel by pixel coding. For run length you will find in few books the pixel and pixel value coding. So what we do in that case, suppose this is row 1, okay, so from pixel 1 to 16 the value is 0. ठीक है, up to row number 8. So the coding will be done from row 1 for each and every pixel till row 8 its value is 0. फिर in case of row number 9, okay, what will happen, for pixel 1 it is 0, pixel 1 it's 1, 2 it's 1, ठीक है, 3 it's 1, then 4 it's 0, 5 it's 0. So each and every pixel, ठीक है, value will be calculated for each row. Okay, so that coding is known as pixel by pixel coding. In few books that coding you will find also, but that is because a part of run length coding itself, so that's why I have not explained it separately. But in few books you will find like that also, so don't be confused with that concept also, because that is part of your run length coding itself. Clear? So now we have some advantages of this raster data sets. As I told you while we were studying the raster data, the advantages of raster data structure, that this is very simple because we need to concentrate on the pixel by pixel values. This is location specific. Manipulation of the attribute data set is easy. Okay, for example, there are 3-4 pixels. We need to change the category, then we need to simply change the coding that this land is not fall under cropland, this is falling under fruit. So since if you go through our previous slides, okay, here we have characterized the corn or wheat as class number 2. So suppose few pixel of wheat, they are not falling under wheat category, we have misclassified it, so we need to rectify. So what I need to do, I need to change the coding of that particular pixel, or maybe 2-3 pixels from 2 to 4. जैसे ही मैं वो 4 करूंगी, it will automatically change the class of that wheat to fruit. So what we call that function is reclass. We are reclassing wheat into fruit based on the maybe field truthing, or maybe based on the historical data which you found later on. Okay, so the shifting or manipulation of data is easy in terms of this location specific attribute data classification. ठीक है, in terms of raster data sets. Then the many kinds of spatial analysis and filtering may be used. Okay, and mathematical is modeling is also easy because all the spatial entities have simple and regular shape. Okay, so you will find with course of time that we have many modeling also which performs through these raster data sets. Okay, for example, we are making a land use land cover map, and there we have categorized few classes. They have more importance in terms of maybe some sustainable livelihood or some other kind of functions to locate. So we go for the modelings, different kinds of modeling, and these modelings are very easy to perform in raster data. So what we do in that case, we convert first vector data into raster data, and then we go for different kinds of modeling application onto those data sets. Okay, so mathematical modeling is easy for complete image or complete raster data because they are regular in shape and they have simple entities to be changed. Clear? Now disadvantages, as you have seen, as you have seen here while we were talking about the pixel by pixel coding. Okay, so each pixel in each row we have to store. So that means a lot of data has to be stored. So if you go through the disadvantage of raster data, that is too large data volumes. Okay, because we are saving the data in terms of their rows and columns with their pixel values, so too large data volumes. Okay, then using large grid cell to reduce the data volumes, uh, reduce the spatial resolution, loss of information, inability to recognize the phenomena, have logically defined structures. Okay, now agar, if you go through the very initial lectures of our, when we were seeing the different shapes in raster and in vector also. So vector, it gives a very clear picture of a particular phenomena, whereas in raster it is not that clear. ओके, अगर एक रिवर है, अगर एक रोड है, we can have a proper shape and size in terms of its vector, but in raster, because it is in the pixel, so that fine shape we cannot find. Okay, then the transformations are difficult and time consuming unless some algorithm can employ. ठीक है, तो इस पे जो ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस हैं आर क्वाइट टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, एंड कुछ स्पेशल एल्गोरिथम यू हैव टू अप्लाई, देन ओनली you can do those kind of transformation, otherwise it takes lots of time to transform. ठीक है, so this is the advantage disadvantage of this. Now we have a comparative study of raster data model and vector data model. Okay, if you see the raster data model, it is a location is referenced by a grade, okay, cell in a rectangular array of matrix, whereas in case of vector data model, the location is referenced by xy coordinates which can be linked from the lines or polygon. Okay, so in case of raster, it is an array of matrix or pixels, but in case of vector data, it is a xy coordinates, which if you link those xy different, then it may be a line or it may be a polygon in shape. Okay, then the attribute is represented as a single value for the cell, whereas in case of vector data, attribute reference through unique id number into the tables. Okay, मैंने तुमको बताया था कि in case of vector, if you go through its table, there will be a shape that this is a point and its unique id and its XY location. Same for the polygon also. They will write that this is a area feature and its area's unique ID number, okay, based on which we can reference those attributes. But here, in case of raster data sets, the single value is represented by a pixel value or a reflectance value. Okay, so much data comes from the image data, which includes the different images, list 3, land, spot, iconus, quick word, okay, whatever images in terms of satellite images, in terms of aerial photographs you are getting is in the form of raster data. Okay, so suppose if somebody is asking you ki list 3 is a, if you are having a list 3 data, okay, which is not rectified raw data, okay, you will find that data is in the form of raster images. Scanned maps, if you are scanning a topographical sheet, then before geo rectification, that is scanned map. ठीक है, एलिवेशन डाटा विच इज योर टिन डाटा, डेम डाटा, सॉरी टिन नहीं, डेम डाटा, डिजिटल एलिवेशन डाटा, एस्टर, ठीक है, all these digital or elevation data sets from USGS or some other sites, they are raster data. Okay, now vector data क्या है, whatever shape file you are creating, whatever rectified image you are having, okay, or the different land use land cover maps which you are getting from different sites like Bhuvan or some other sites, that is the vector data models. Okay, now the raster data, it is good for the continuous features like elevation mapping अगर आपको करनी है, temperature data, soil data, land use land cover data, all these things can be best shown in the form of raster data sets. But if you want a property lines, political boundaries of a area, transportation map of a area, for that the discrete boundaries we need, so best features can be depicted through vector data models in these kind of things. Getting it? Now this is
Yes,
a
sir.
pictorial representation where we have in case of vector, you can see here, this is what we were talking about, that the shapes can be better put up in case of this vector data model. Here you can have a rough idea about the shape but not a proper idea about a shape. So if we are talking about a point, exact location you are getting in terms of vector, but here you will have to go through this pixel, complete pixel, you cannot find the exact location. So that's why this is a discrete form of data sets and this is a continuous. If clear है? Now different data structures of if you talk about raster, they are simple but they are large in volume. If you talk about vector, they are complex but they are compact while it comes to a storage point of view. Okay, graphical presentation is very good in terms of vector data, but it is average in raster data sets, because here we are focusing on a continuous types of data sets. Okay, overlay analysis, which we are talking about, that this different operations can be easily applied on the vector sorry raster data sets. So they are overlay analysis, जो हम अब आगे करेंगे, कि अभी हम we will be studying in coming topics that what are overlay analysis. So they are very easy to perform in case of raster data sets, were very difficult in case of raster data sets. Okay, then network analysis is easy in terms of vector data sets, like network analysis is possible through different road analysis or something like that. So if they are very visible in terms of vector. Okay, geometric accuracy is again very high in terms of vector data set, but low in terms of your raster, because here we are focusing on a pixel values, but here the exact shape and the exact geometry we are following. So if you go through the geometric accuracy, in which we will be creating a topology and we will be doing different kinds of analysis, so they are easy in terms of vector. Then continuous phenomena is very poor in terms of vector, but it is average in case of raster data sets. Okay, so with this we have almost completed our raster and vector data structures, along with the different data storages in the case of raster data sets, and different types of vector data structures जो भी तुमने पढ़े हैं in terms of topology, spaghetti, polygon, okay, whole polygon, all those kind of things, they falls under the vector data structures. Clear? So any doubt till here?
No, ma'am, clear.
Okay, so tomorrow, from tomorrow we will be studying the different vector analysis. कैसे कैसे करते हो, what are the different vector analysis techniques, and what are the errors in different kinds of vector analysis. ठीक है, so raster or vector data structure is over. Now you should know the basic difference between raster and vector data sets, as well as the structures in terms of their storage, in terms of their visibility, in terms of everything which we have discussed today. Clear? कौन है आज क्लास में?
क्लियर मैम।
ओके ओके फाइन, सबको क्लियर है ना सब कुछ? नीरज,
Yes.
सिद्धार्थ, काजल, चलो ठीक है, then you can now appear for your quiz from 12:20, and we'll have a tomorrow class on vector data analysis. Okay,
ओके मैम।
ठीक है, okay then, bye.